I recognize myself, family. Who's that? That's Julia, I think. Hello, family. How are you all doing today? I pray these messages find you at the precise time you need them. I've been sitting here singing, like, when am I gonna go live? When am I gonna go live? And then Bestie comes through and is like, you gotta just start. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes and see who else decides to pop in. Hello, 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 family. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hello, hello. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hello, Sacred Pure Heart. Hello, Lita. Hello, Alexandra. Faisal, I'm chilling. Nice to see you. Reina Malloy. Hello. Hello, hello. I've just been sitting here preparing for this message for a few minutes because the energy has been so intense that it's like trying to make me physically sick. Like, I have been fighting the urge to throw up, and it's like coming back again as I am getting ready to talk, which is why I've just been sitting here chanting the glorious names of God, the glorious names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Welcome in, Aaron. Hi, Laura. Hare Rama. Shelly, welcome in. Hare Rama. Shelly, I am hearing you have been reborn, and I'm so proud of you, love. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Christ, Christos, Krishna. Okay. I'm hearing it's time to start because I could sit here and I could chant all day, every day, to the point that I would literally get nothing done. I probably wouldn't even sleep. Oh, family. I pray you're all well and balanced. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Hello, Big Art. Oh, hi. Bianca. I appreciate you. I'm sending love and light your way also. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, just purifying this space. I'm hearing actually to chant a little bit more because the energy keeps trying to choke me. And I don't want any of that in here for you guys. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That was the one, family. They're like, one last mantra. And now, little little doggy goes, you got it, you got it. So, family, I just had to tell you, when I hopped on here and I went to go start the live, you know, there's been this thing on YouTube where it's like glitching. Yeah, we've been doing laundry. Oh, we're not having that here. You have one more chance, my friend. Okay? So, see, this is the energy I'm talking about, family. Like, I didn't even start speaking yet, and already they're trying to come at me, trying to choke me up, throw me off balance. I don't think so. I do not think so. So, I want to start with my mama's birthday. So this YouTube sort of situation with the lives, if you don't hit schedule them for later, sometimes it'll like backdate to a few days ago, and this one backdated to my mama's birthday at Wow. Krishna, keep me focused here, please. Please, bestie, please. So, he backdated to my mama's birthday, July 11th, at 7:55 a.m. And she goes, you know I had to steal the show, Julia. I was like, okay, Ma. So, I'm gonna start this video by going through how we celebrated my mama's birthday. Okay? First of all, I had a nice cup of hazelnut coffee for her. My mama drank coffee like nobody's business, and it was always hazelnut flavored, whether it was like the hazelnut roast or blend itself or the hazelnut creamer, sometimes both. So I enjoyed that for her. And I hear someone being like, why is she talking about her mama? Well, because my mama's blessing all you listening to this, okay? So you don't have to stay. But I want to talk about my mom because I love my mom. And I want to honor her. And I want to remind you that how things take place in the 3D is not necessarily what's happening in the 5D. To the point that our vision can be so distorted here in the 3D that we can't actually see and appreciate the people who love us the way they do in truth. And so, honestly, my relationship with my mom was pretty rocky when she was here in the 3D. But since she's passed, and I had the last few years with her to really turn things around and find space for forgiveness within myself for her, but also forgiveness of like forgiving myself for the way that I wasn't able to show up for her. And that actually has propelled our relationship with her, well, me being here, her on the other side, even better, to the point that it's just ever growing more loving. And so for all of you who might be in similar circumstances with past loved ones, know that, again, things in the 3D aren't always as they seem. And there's always a chance to reconnect. There's always a chance to forgive and transmute and have that relationship you always desired. Whether it maybe that is with your parental figure, maybe it's with someone who comes in to model for you what healing you need so that you can appreciate a healthy parental figure in your life. So, thank you, Bianca. So I just want to let you all know that blood isn't that thick, okay? In terms of connecting people. It's more energy, it's more intention, and soul purpose. Yes, forgiveness sets us free. It unites us. Well, you see, this is also back to the title of this message. God chooses honor. And pride doesn't stand a chance next to the honor of God, which is love. Consciously choosing love. And so I'm not sure why I went on that tangent today. I wasn't expecting to go there, but I know there's a few of you out here who need to hear that. It's okay to rediscover a parental like relationship that you wish you had in someone else who's come into your life to bless you with that healing. That's God's gift to you. So, I want to get into a little, I'm so present, you guys, that going back in time to remember exactly what's going on every single day is a little bit difficult. You know, they say that when you're present, you don't need to remember everything because you're fully embodying every moment. And that you always take with you what resonates and you leave the rest. So, I want to talk about something. I'm going to sidetrack a little bit into the message that I've been trying to get on here for a hot minute. So, y'all know I'm out here holding space for Lisa and facilitating her growth and her protection from God. To the point that I've been watching miracles unfold for her and for me every single day. And one of these amazing miracles, which is a blessing from my mama, from her mama, from God, and from Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj on his disappearance day, who's one of my guides. I was chosen to witness, or I should say God allowed me to witness this most beautiful connection and conversation between a pastor that Lisa really greatly admires. You see how my arm's starting to shake now with the energy of this conversation. Lisa shared with this pastor the story of her experience in touching the other side and connecting with God and with Jesus and everything they told her, everything she learned and has been learning. And it was incredible to see the way that she was able to communicate truths and depth of understanding that the Bible prophesies without having read it before. And this pastor, as my hand is shaking, he was shaking as she's sharing all these realizations with him, these experiences. And he's reflecting back at her, well, this is where it says blah, blah, blah in this book of the Bible, and this chapter, and this verse, and 333 on my clock. And to the point that God said to her, the man who is chosen to speak my word in 2017 will be the one to believe you and propel you forward, in addition to me. And this pastor was telling his story about how he heard the call pretty early on in life, but wasn't ready. But this, but that. But I don't want to make money through the church. But the people aren't going to listen to me. But whatever you want to throw in there. And he said, about 10, 15, 20 years later, in 2017, I said, God, I'm yours. Tell me what to do. And God said to this pastor, go back to seminary school. Become a priest. Become a pastor. That's the word. Thank you. And she shook because here, divinely orchestrated, is this man fully equipped to believe and receive her truth when others outside of, we'll call it I want to put it in quotes, like the air quotes, the New Age spiritual movement, non-religious, non-explicitly, strictly religious sectors would believe a near-death experience more easily than someone perhaps more of a traditional sense that wasn't already open. And forgive me for the generalization. I understand that that's not everyone, though I could tell that this pastor had been waiting for inspiration for a long time. And to see the way both Lisa and this pastor were lighting up over this experience was absolutely incredible. To be able to see another one of God's miracles in this fashion was absolutely mind-blowing. And then, as if just his presence, his prayers, and his belief in her wasn't enough, he gave the both of us Bibles and blessed them, prayed over them, and sent us on our way. And this conversation was all following the sermon that I briefly spoke of in my last live. That was this past Sunday. April, it was incredible. It was electrifying. So that sermon before, the Sunday prior, was absolutely so much in line with Lisa's healing through Jesus, through song. Y'all know I'm a Krishna girl and that I sing kirtan. That's how I opened this. I sing kirtan. I chant the names of God and my heart sings. And I do that through Krishna's names. And Lisa always connected with God and her faith through song, through Christian music. And that has always been enough to fuel her faith beyond the need to, or not quite yet yielding a desire to read the Bible. But then again, you think about how much of a blessing it is to have personally had a conversation with God and Jesus, to literally be given a first-hand dictation. First-hand, what is it? Primary source. Primary source of the prophecy of the Bible. Thanks, bestie. I call Narsimha bestie. I call him bestie or lineman. Sometimes Narsimha. So, in this sermon, the pastor was speaking about the wondrous. See, I can't. This is how badly the energies don't want me to speak of this. I told you before when I hopped on this video that I tried listening to kirtan to the point that they were trying to choke me and then make me throw up so that I wouldn't be able to do this. And I have more on that stuff coming. Yeah, April says she has a hard time reading the Bible, so you pray for God to direct you to the word you need to hear, and you go through and randomly pick, and it's always on point. Yes, that's called book scrying. You pray for your guides, for God to show you what you need to hear, or whatever intention you have, and you'll be guided always. That's beautiful, April. Thank you for sharing that practice. So, this sermon was about the healing wonders of God, about what it feels like to be reborn in... Okay, we were trying. So, Notice I literally just say half that sentence. Okay, we're not doing any of this today. I'm not having it, okay? Not having any of it today. The healing wonders of God. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for bringing that back. Because I was like, what was the sermon? What was the sermon? And I remembered. Don't remember what book it was? Right? Of course it would glitch after that, Sacred Pure Heart, right? Because YouTube doesn't like talking about, well, the demons, not YouTube, the demons don't like when we talk about the healing wonders of God, of God's glory, God's power through those who are empowered by God. I'd never heard this story because I'm not familiar with the Bible either. Literally the healing of Jesus. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Mm-hmm.
Sitting right there.
Yep, and right now as I speak this, there's an adorable little puppy, a little pug, sitting right between my legs. There you go. Hi! Say hi! It was the story about how a blind man, his vision was healed by Jesus. I should say restored. Jesus had heard about this man who could not see, had been blind from birth. And so this man approaches Jesus, and Jesus picks up some clay, spits in it to make a mud, puts a little bit of clay over each of the man's eyes, and then says, go wash the clay off in the river, and your vision will be restored. So he walked over to the river, washed his eyes, and he could see. Let's stay focused, friends. And this man was called crazy for believing that God worked directly through Jesus' hands to perform this miracle. The Pharisees said, but you didn't rest on Sunday. Well, from the perspective that Jesus was the doer and not God, sure, that's how it appears. But Jesus was a pure channel for the energy of God, the energy of Source. Pure channel, unhindered, uninterrupted, undistorted. And to encounter this being, really not having this stuff today. I'm gonna stay focused. To have his vision restored by God himself through the hands of Jesus, the healing hands of Jesus. Forgive me, friends. The energies are really intense in trying to prevent this message from getting out. So, yes, I can step outside if that's easier, y'all. I'm gonna step outside.
Yep.
Okay, friends. Field trip. I should have muted you, Vedran. Hare Krishna, be gone. Okay, friends, this should be better. Can you hear me? Is this better, friends? Yes, I'm on a walk. I'm on a walk. So. I see exactly where I'm going to sit, you guys. And it's a full here. So, yes, the distortions were getting loud. This is also why I'm on the move so much. Demons can't outrun God, though they help push God's children in the direction they're meant to be going. Oblivious lions will eat you, Vedron. LOL. Lion man. If you should look him up. Nara funny SIMH. Hi, little ducky. Oh my gosh. Okay, how's this? How's that, friends? Can you hear me? All you see is duck. Can you see me now? Can you hear me? Yes, I forgot I was still on the Wi-Fi of the place. So I walked all the way out here. Oh my gosh, look how peaceful all the little duckies are. Look at them. They're not moving, they're all just leggies. So peaceful. Gosh, this place is so serene. Okay, thanks for the confirmations that y'all can hear me. But it makes me kind of sad. Look at all this trash too. What's going on here, people? Is that a sock? Like, what are you doing? Keep your socks on. Put your socks away. The distortions are really heavy, you guys. Oh, they're all coming. Oh, hello. I've needed some pet therapy, so duck therapy has been really epic, you guys. Let's all take that in. Oh my gosh, hi. You coming over to say hello? No. Maybe. Playing coy, are we? Hi, little ducky. They're so precious, you guys. Let's all take some of this healing energy and thank the ducks, thank the water, thank Gaia Ma, thank God. Yes, oh, to be a duck relaxing on the water. Hello. You gonna come say hello? Come right here. This duck is 5 feet from me, y'all. I guess the duck's like Jesus too. Why not? Where you going? Would you like some Reiki, little ducky? There you go. Just be serious. Don't come on here and tell me how to be. You go be serious somewhere else. This is serious. Healing, serious serenity, serious grace and mercy of God. What up, Crystal? Okay, now they're like, go sit down and focus. Okay, that I can do. Ito simha paratoner simha. Yato yato yami tatoner simha bair simha. Hidayer simha. Narasimham Hadim Sharanam Prapadye. Beautiful. Hello, welcome in. Just talking about the grace of God today, you guys. I'm a firm believer in the oneness of God, and that God is infinitely faceted and chooses to present themselves in certain ways that resonate with us. Is my understanding that every single person who comes across this video and it resonates with has gone through at least one spiritual death in their lives. An intense calling to surrender to the grace of God, to God's love. That can look like a near-death experience, that can look like a like-death experience, a profound loss of a loved one, a traumatic shift in health, a traumatic shift in life circumstances, perhaps the loss of a beloved career or home. You understand what it is to feel lost and afraid and alone through the disconnect. The disconnect from truth, from understanding, understanding who we are, why we're here, what any of this is about, what it's for, and why any of it matters. God gives us exactly what we need in the precise time we need it, which is why that's always my intention, my prayer, with every one of my videos, that these messages find you at the precise time you need them, in addition to, implicitly I say, that it's channeled in a way that you receive exactly what you need to receive in the moment. God is multidimensional. God is infinitely dimensional, as are we. Our capacity to embody that is exactly reciprocal to our capacity to surrender. And so these moments, we'll call them in the initiations into dark nights of the soul, serve as such healing power. Serve as such testimony to your faith. Your ability to try again, to start over, to let go, And I want to talk about these words, let go, a little bit. Let go can seem like I feel like there's such a connotation on it, that it's so hard, it hurts, it's painful. We can also think of it as a release or a step back, a step out. You see that bird over there? A step out, a step up into something new that is better. Because these dark nights, these profound moments of transition, it's the word several weeks ago I was looking for when I asked y'all to help, because I'm not a physicist, is the word fulcrum, that tipping point. This tipping point, after this tipping point, we see so clearly all of this, I can't even, they don't even want me to say it. All of the distortions that have been holding us down and holding us back, keeping us away from our truth, away from our soul's purpose, trapped, be it in generational cycles or projections from those who've witnessed your profound healing light. Child of God, chosen one, light worker. As the sun comes out. In that dark night, it's only dark because the light is pouring over everything that has been clouding us. My dear Grace, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you with closure. Let's tap into that 099 energy, everyone. The reset of closing and collapsing generational, ancestral karmic cycles with ease. Left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. All around, gone. Dropped. Let's all tap into that. That energy of upliftment. Generational curse breakers out here. I love you, Grace. I love you dearly. Let's call in some of these sun codes for y'all. It's like shedding an old skin, family. Just remember that when you shed that old skin, you also need to dissolve it back into the quantum soup, so that anything tethered to that old skin also crumbles. Yes, it is a beautiful spot here. And this is God's abundance, God's grace. Just like this. Because the sun is shining so brightly, I have to speak over some of the distortions I've been experiencing. To mirror this energy that I've just spoken of as a butterfly. A yellow butterfly comes in right over next to the little duckies who are coming out to hang out and catch the sermon. So, yeah, excuse me for a second. Ooh. Yesterday, I was at the beach And my skin type is such that I tan really easily. And if Lisa hadn't put up energetic protection over the sun and what was being projected at me, I would have walked away with third-degree burns. That was this close, family. And I know exactly who they were coming from. And it's not important to say who here, only to acknowledge that when we can tap into these distortions in such a way that we're discerning their origin to dispel them and literally reject them. See, I'm seeing that word eject, like re-eject them. The way they were thrown at us, throw them back. That's karmic law. When I looked at this burn, my entire back was red. And the burn on my hip was such that it looked like a spider. Like the part where my bathing suit strap was, looked like a spider. And then it was just this strip of sun poisoning rash that started to wrap itself around my leg. Hi, little ducky. See, the ducky's beautiful, but it's also a distraction to not tell you about the severity of what I went through. This ducky's about 4 feet, 3 feet by ducky, under the little bench. When I was tapping into what that energy was, it was that someone had set up a magnifying glass to take the water or the sunlight that was reflecting off the surface of the water, which already amplifies it, and then project it over to me, to literally fry me, to burn me alive. And I heard someone say that's demonic as fuck. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 4444, but I'm protected, not concerned. As are you. As you start to dispel more of these illusions and projections that have been cast over you, and I use that word specifically, you'll start to see things you may not necessarily understand, which is why research and reflection, considering outside voices, I didn't say trusting, but considering outside voices, people you perceive as authority, to help discern, facilitate your dispelling, and increase your self-knowledge. The dark night of the soul triggers almost like a rupture, an earthquake in the shell that has been encasing you in illusion. The moment that triggers your dark night, whether that's your near-death experience, whether that's a profound meditation or energy healing session that you have, or again, anything that is immensely traumatizing, immensely, or I should say, overstimulating. Yes, Aaron says, study the root. Well, that's why it's so important, light workers, that you're taking time out to really reflect and look inward and be clear about who you are and what you stand for. Because without those pillars, without that foundation, these distortions have something to latch onto, even past positive memories. And I know That's not that's not easy to receive. It wasn't easy for me to hear. To say that I was stuck in that abusive relationship, that manipulative. They don't even want me to say it. See, my voice is going good. Receiving or staying in that manipulative relationship, that dynamic, where this person was treating me just well enough to give me something to hold on to, a hope, an anchor for hope that I would continue to pray to see. Even though the behavior, choice words of this person did not reflect that after a short period of time, right? But because of your pure-heartedness, your ability to see people's truths and see the light of God within everyone, creates that sense of hope that if I can just help them with this, if I can just get through to them about this, that it'll change them. Or they'll see how much they're hurting me and hurting themselves in the process. Dolores is telling me right now, Dolores Cannon, is that this is also a distortion. To think that we can save someone from the choices that they make for themselves. My dears, you're putting yourself in the trajectory of their karma. And that's not only blocking them from the learning that they need, but it's blocking your blessings. And that's really difficult to sit with. Because this can be anyone, it can be anything in our lives that has so subtly reoriented us to think that it's better that we give our power to them. And so, family, you're in a season of releasing things once and for all. You're in a season of releasing things once and for all because God has given us all time to work through everything we need to work through in our time, on our schedule, in our own ways. And for those of you who've done the work and are keeping up with it, I'm so proud of you. God is so proud of you. You did it. And for those of you and those whom you know who are not doing the work yet are chosen ones, I received this download a couple weeks ago, and it hasn't been quite time for me to say it. It's God speeding up your timelines. Those of you who've not been keeping up with the work, light workers and chosen ones not keeping up with the work, God is speeding up the timelines and putting you through the crash course because God needs you now. Very soon, you will be called into what you're here for. 411, 411. Catch this drift. 333. God's not playing anymore. I've been saying this pretty much since I started my channel, which surprisingly was only in, it was September 30th, 2023. Hi, little duckies. Oh my gosh, they were literally just sitting under me on this bench. Hi, little bubs. So cute. Just hanging out. Here for the vibes. Me too, bro. So, I don't know, maybe one of you guys says that. Me too, bro. I'm hearing God's putting the pedal to the metal. It's time to get moving. Yeah, 111. God said it's time, it's been past time. Things are happening too rapidly in the global collective for us to not be fully embracing who we are, our eccentricities, our multidimensionalities. And family, you don't, it doesn't feel to me, holding space for you and tapping into your energies as a collective, it doesn't feel to me that you want to be wasting time. It doesn't feel to me that you want to be in habits or relationships or addictions or workplace environments or even homes, like a location that doesn't serve your mission here. You don't want to be wasting time. And God needs you on it. On call. I'm hearing on call. You're on call because you honor God in your life. In all circumstances. You guys, the sun is burning me again. I have to go. Because they don't want me. I'm sorry, bub. Bye. Bye, little ducky. You see that little guy? He's like, quack, quack, quack. Hurry up and get out of the sun. Quack, quack, quack. See, I need to go be sitting in the shade like that. It's a time for new beginnings, family. New beginnings. And God has blessed this new beginning for you. I'm hearing that's the message, family. 54:54 on the timer as I catch that. I love you all so much. I really do. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm hearing someone ask if there's time for questions today. And unfortunately, not today. Perhaps, or at least not in this moment, perhaps later. This evening, tomorrow, later this large moment. And I know you guys have a lot of questions. If you also need, you guys can email me and I'll bring a list of questions to a Q&A here live where you guys can ask follow-ups and also just so we can see if there's like a general sense of things you guys are curious about. Feel free to email me questions, okay? I'll add my email to the description box of this video. You're also welcome to reach out to me with a question on the contacts page and just let me know somewhere in that email that this is a message for the collective or a question. Yes, a question to be asked in messages for the collective. There it is. All right, family. Okay, what is this? Hold on, family, there's something else here. Okay, God's just asking me to remind you that God's blessing you abundantly and that things will pick up shortly. The more you release all of this dead weight, whether it literally feels like an entire body weight lifting off of your skin and out of your physical form, or things clutter in your space and in your life. Oh my gosh, there's a cute little doggy. Ah! Just know that the more you release, the heavier these other things that you've already mastered will try to come back and nail you again, I'm hearing. So just be mindful that every time you release something else is going to try to interfere. So know that that's coming, and know that as these distortions and projections get louder, it's meaning that you're actually getting so much closer to the full breakthrough 919 that you've been looking for, okay? 337. You guys are so close. Can you feel it, family? I can feel it. And it feels epic. And I'm so proud of you. God is so proud of you. Your guides are so freaking proud of you. Oh, and they're so ready, so excited to bless you abundantly. Oh, I'm holding space for you all. 4:17 on my clock. All right, family? Oh, I love you all so much. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, that was the honk. It was time to go. And confirmation that I love you. Okay, family. I love you, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.